I am sitting here with the one and only Nyjah Huston. We are talking about first, okay? So I'm gonna ask you a series of questions about the first time you've experienced something, right? Tell me what it felt like to win your 6th street league for the first time.
It felt awesome, but I feel like the feeling gets like less and less and more exciting after each one, you know?
Because you think you're gonna win them all.
No, just because like everyone, like obviously the first one I ever won, that was the best
All
feeling.
right, tell me about that. Tell me about that. Gap out the big flip front board, like win that one, the way you came in, the way you got into the league, when you knew you won that very first street league, the first one we ever did,
Yeah.
what was that feeling like?
Dude, that was the best feeling ever. That was the best feeling contest I've ever won in my whole life, and probably ever will, simply because it was the first street league ever, and it street league's obviously just going to grow and grow more over the years. So just to have the honor to be able to win that first one ever is just such a great feeling. And not only that, but it was such a comeback. After the ledge section, I was so many points down that I knew I had to make up for so much. And that's when I came out with the big flip front board and the back to 70 lip, and then it came down to that last trick. And I played it a little safe with the kickflip front board and hope that Shane wouldn't do something hard enough that he'd take me out, and that ended up being the right way to play it.
What was it like the first time taking one of those $150,000 checks to the bank? Did you get to experience that? Were you able to go in like, hey, like,
Yeah,
here I am?
I'm pretty sure me and my mom went in together, and yeah, it was an awesome feeling because after those few years of my life where it was kind of a hard time, and everything wise, skating wise, sponsor wise, money wise, everything, it was such a relief to finally start building myself back up.
Yeah, no, I the glory days of taking a check
Yeah.
to the bank, did you feel like I'm big time? You know what I mean? Did you feel big time?
I felt a little
I
big
mean,
time.
did you
yeah,
kind
a
of
little
swagger
bit.
in there and then it's kind of like, yeah, just I got this? Is that kind of how you did it?
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
I mean, did you get to present the check to the teller?
Yeah,
You did?
yeah, I'm pretty
Because
sure.
you had to sign it, the whole shebang-a-bang?
It's such a great feeling because you know from the banker perspective, it's so unexpected to see someone like that walking in there. Especially me at 15 years old, I saw my dreads. They're probably like, what the hell is this kid doing? Like walking in with like this money, you know?
Man, that's a small dreaded boy hitting the lottery. You know what I mean? Tell me about the first time you ever skated an 18 stair handrail.
That was when I was probably
7?
probably 11 I'd say, yeah.
Man,
It was very scary, but also just as relieving when I landed it.
What was that? Where was that?
It was in Orange County, right by the airport, right by the John Wayne Airport. It was in my This Is My Element part. I'm pretty sure it was one of my last tricks. I front grinded it. It was kind of a sketchy rail. You had to put wood on the run up because it was kind of sketchy. And then, but yeah, it felt great rolling away from it. I actually had a really bad heel bruise. I wanted to 5-0 it after, but it hurt too bad. And then my next video part, the Rise and Shine, I ended up going back to that rail and doing a 5-0 and back lip.
Oh, really? That's what that was?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Going back to your 11-year-old days of 18 stairs. What's the biggest rail you ever skated?
Biggest rail, 24 stair.
How does it compare your first time grinding a 24 stair handrail versus any other handrail?
It is so much more scary, even just like, because I had grinded, let's see, a few 18 rails. I might have done a 20 rail before, I can't remember. But yeah, even just those few more stairs make it so much more scary. And but the problem was, like, I rolled up to it so many times when I finally got myself to go for it. On that first try, it fell so hard, and that just kind of shut me down. I was like, wow, like I have to really get back up and do this again after taking that fall. But luckily after that fall, the next few tries went smoothly and I was able to pull it off.
So then how many tries is that? Just 2 tries?
It was, no, not 2 tries. It was probably 6 tries, I'm guessing. Yeah, so after that try, grinded down a few. And the difference is, like, on an 18 rail, you can get on it, you can grind it for a sec and jump off and like be safe.
Yeah.
But on that, you have to hold it for at least like 10 stairs. It's awesome though. I honestly, I love it. It's like, that's one of my favorite parts of skating is challenging myself by going bigger and bigger.
All right, tell me about this. This, for you, I gotta believe this happened younger than anyone else of all the pros. Where were you and what happened when you landed your very first kickflip?
I was probably 7 years old, maybe 6. I think it took me about a year to learn a kickflip, yeah.
Wow.
Started skating when I was 5, first time when I was 6. I could do them, and I would land with my back foot on my board, and that's it. I could not figure out how to get both feet on the board.
How'd you figure it out?
And then one day, I was skating. I had a half pipe in my backyard, and I would skate in my yard all day. And then one day, when sun's going down, I'm skating out there and try it one time, and it just happens. I landed on it.
And then what did you in your mind?
It
What was the process when you, like, after this year of going, what was in your mind when you did it?
It was honestly like the best feeling ever, because my older brother could do them, and I would be so mad at myself because he could do them and I couldn't. And I would be like, what is the problem? Like, what's going on here? So when that day came where probably my legs finally grew big enough that I could get both feet on the board, I was so stoked.
Tell me about it, man. When those legs landed on it, 4 wheels down on it, what did you scream? Did you be like, oh, I did it? Did you yell at him?
I ran inside my house and was like, Mom, Dad, I learned a kickflip, finally landed it. And I think my mom gave me an ice cream or something for reward.
Gotta respect that. This man learned a kickflip at 6 years old and got some ice cream. Nyjah Huston, I appreciate it, my man.
Thank you.